Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. Let's begin with the next topic of the same chapter, difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Children, microeconomics is a subject or it is a kind of economics which deals with the economic issues arises at individual level. Means it deals with economic problems at the level of an individual, like an individual firm. A problem arises with an individual household or an individual consumer. But macroeconomics is the one which studies or deals with the economic issues or problems at the whole level of economy. माइक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स इंडिविजुअल लेवल पर डील करती है इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम्स को, बट मैक्रोइकोनॉमिक्स पूरी इकोनॉमी को पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू में रखते हुए डील करती है. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज macroeconomics is basically concerned with determination of output and price for an individual firm or industry. Children, microeconomics deals with the price of the individual output, individual things. Means when we decide the price, it depends upon the demand and supply of a particular product, by keeping in mind particular consumer. But macroeconomics is concerned or related with the general price level, or you can say it decide aggregate output and general price level. In microeconomics, it relates with the theory of price, and macroeconomics refer to a theory of income and employment. Because in microeconomics, children, the chapters you will study in your book, like theory of demand, theory of supply, all these chapters, like you will study about the relation between price and demand, price and supply, which show the price of a particular product, of a particular consumer, how a consumer react with a particular price. But in macroeconomics, all the concepts are related to aggregate concepts: aggregate price, aggregate consumption, aggregate income, aggregate employment. These concepts we will study, but in the next standard, that is in 12th standard. So now we have to do the difference only in between two, micro and macro. Third difference is study of microeconomics assumes that macro variables remains constant. चिल्ड्रन, जब हम माइक्रो पढ़ेंगे तो मैक्रो के कंसेप्ट्स को कांस्टेंट मानते हुए पढ़ेंगे कि एग्रीगेट कंसेप्ट्स का कोई लेना देना नहीं है. बट व्हेन वी विल स्टडी मैक्रो इकोनॉमिक्स, द कांस्टेंट्स और द वेरिएबल्स ऑफ माइक्रो बिकम्स कांस्टेंट. वहाँ हम एग्रीगेट कंसेप्ट स्टडी करेंगे, इंडिविजुअल कंसेप्ट्स का लेना देना नहीं होगा. एट दैट टाइम इंडिविजुअल कंसेप्ट्स बिकम कांस्टेंट. Fourth point says market forces of demand and supply plays an important role in the microeconomic issues or problems while solving. Now, what is the market forces? Market forces means where the demand and supply of the market contract with each other. जब मार्केट की डिमांड और सप्लाई एक दूसरे को खींचती है, वो दोनों जहाँ जाके मिलते हैं उसके बेसिस पे प्राइस डिसाइड किए जाते हैं. And there is a positive relation between price and supply, and there is negative relation between price and demand. पॉजिटिव मीन्स जब प्राइस बढ़ता है तो सप्लायर मार्केट में सप्लाई ज़्यादा करता है, ही इंक्रीज हिज सप्लाई with the profit motive. But when price of the product rises, consumer demand becomes less. So there is negative relation between price and quantity demanded. So microeconomic deals or it relates with the market forces of demand and supply, on the basis of which prices are decided, demands are decided, and supplies are decided. Fourth point of macroeconomics in the difference is government policies play an important role in the context of issues arises at macro level. Means government policies are those policies which are used to solve the problem which arises at macro level, like the problem of unemployment, poverty, and inflation. These problems can be solved by using government policies. And micro says when problem arises about product pricing, how to decide about the prices of the factors, then we use the theory of demand and theory of supply. So this is the main differences between micro and macro. Let me repeat in short. First difference is that micro deals with the individual level. It deals with economic issues at individual level. Macro says that it deals with economic issues at the whole level of economy. Microeconomics in second point says that briefly it is referred to theory of price. Macro says it is related to the theory of income and employment. In third point, when we study micro variables becomes constant, and when we study macroeconomics becomes constant. The variables of micro remains constant. In fourth point, market forces play an important role, and in macro, government policies plays an important role. Now the next topic is difference between positive and normative economics. Children, positive economics is an economics which deals with the economic issues related to past, present and future. मतलब क्या हुआ था, क्या हो रहा है और क्या होगा. But normative economic deals means कि क्या हो सकता था. So it depends upon the opinions of the economist. दूसरों की सोच पर निर्भर है. Positive economic deals with the issues related to present, past and future, but normative economics says it depends upon the opinions of the economist. On the basis only they solve the economic issues or problems arises in the economy. So in the second point, positive economics says that it relates to what was. पास्ट की बात कर रहे हैं, क्या था. what is क्या है, what would be क्या होगा. But normative economics says it relates to what ought to be, क्या हो सकता था, क्या हो सकता है. So in third point, some examples are given. Statement of positive economics are not necessarily the statements of truth. These may be true or false. Student, positive economics सच भी हो सकती है और झूठ भी हो सकती है, but it depends upon the proofs. But normative economics is not depends upon the truth, so it cannot be termed as true or false because statements involve only opinions. Let me take example for the positive economics. First of all, एक प्रोड्यूसर जो प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं उसकी इंडस्ट्री में अचानक से प्रोडक्ट की डिमांड बढ़ जाती है. इफ़ द डिमांड फॉर द प्रोडक्ट राइजेस, इज दैट देयर इज़ ओनली वन कॉज ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग प्रोडक्शन कि प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस डिक्रीज हुआ तभी मार्केट में डिमांड राइज हुई होगी. नो, देयर आर सर्टन अदर फैक्टर्स, बट द प्रूफ इज ओनली वी हैव that due to the decreasing prices of the product, the demand for the product rises in the market. That is a proof in the market. But there are certain other factors also, like maybe प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी अच्छी हुई हो, मे बी हम उतने में ही ज़्यादा क्वांटिटी प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं कंज्यूमर को, उसके अलावा और भी कुछ कारण हो सकते हैं, कॉस्ट रिड्यूस हुई. सो दे आर सर्टन अदर फैक्टर्स, सो इट नॉट नेसेसरी टू बी ट्रू और फॉल्स. अनदर एग्जाम्पल इज गिवन. Somebody says population of India is more than the population of China. ये एक तरह से बिल्कुल पॉजिटिव स्टेटमेंट है, बट ये गलत भी हो सकती है. हमें इसे वेरीफाई करना होगा. सो फॉर दिस व्हाट वी वांट प्रूफ्स. सो पॉजिटिव इकोनॉमिक्स डिपेंड्स ऑन फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स. बट इन द डिफरेंस in third point, normative economics says that it cannot be termed as true or false. Reason, it depends upon the opinions of the economist. Example is given as, somebody says that old age pensions should be stopped. किसी का कहना है कि जो ओल्ड एज पेंशन दी जाती है, बुढ़ापा पेंशन, वो बंद कर दी जाए. ये एक ओपिनियन है इकोनॉमिस्ट का. रीज़न, क्योंकि अगर जो एज पेंशन, ओल्ड एज पेंशन गवर्नमेंट प्रोवाइड कर रही है, बहुत से लोगों को दे रही है, उससे कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नमेंट का रेवेन्यू रिड्यूस हो रहा है, उनके एक्सपेंडिचर्स बढ़ रहे हैं. इट मीन्स अगर उसे रोक दिया जाए तो गवर्नमेंट को फ़ायदा हो सकता है, कहीं ना कहीं गवर्नमेंट का खजाना भरा रहेगा. अनदर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन टेक, देयर इज़ अ ओपिनियन ऑफ एन इकोनॉमिस्ट दैट द रेट ऑफ इनकम टैक्स शुड बी रेज्ड. It should be shown in the tax slab at highest rates. That is also an opinion, because tax is the one which is a compulsory payment every citizen has to pay on their incomes and other things also as a compulsory payment, and it is a kind of revenue income for the government. So government want it as more and more from the public. So it is just an opinion from an economist. ऐसा करें तो ऐसा फ़ायदा होगा. Now fourth point is, facts and figures are very favorable for truth in positive economics. Means positive economics truthfulness पे डिपेंड करती है, proofs पे डिपेंड करती है. It wants proof, but normative economics don't want proofs. It depends upon the opinions. So it are not verifiable at all. हम उसे वेरीफाई नहीं कर सकते. बट पॉजिटिव, क्योंकि ट्रुथ्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है, प्रूफ्स के ऊपर डिपेंड करती है, दैट्स वाई इट कैन बी वेरीफाइड. फिफ्थ पॉइंट, पॉजिटिव इकोनॉमिक्स डजंट इन्वॉल्व वैल्यू जजमेंट बिकॉज इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन प्रूफ्स. एंड नॉर्मेटिव इकोनॉमिक्स सेज इट इन्वॉल्व्स वैल्यू जजमेंट. रीजन, because it based on the opinions, so judgment is necessary. Children, these are the certain differences between positive economics and normative economics. If you have any query, you can ask. Thank you.